The movement from the head to the heart is supposed to be the first sign of spiritual awakening. From Manah, staying in your head, to Namaha. Namaha usually is the spiritual opening where Namaha is the mantra that you chant as you invoke the God in you, as you invoke the Lord, the divine within you. That is Namaha. As long as we believe that we are either the mind or the heart, as long as we believe that there is a divine that we need to invoke to get to come and save us, we are still lost. We are still completely lost. To constantly get back to that feeling that I, the divine, knows that this is mental activity and this is emotional activity. So what do we consider when we are actually of the heart? Thinking of the heart. Feelings of emotion. Right? All the rise of anger, all the rise of love, of fear, of anxiety, of loneliness, all these emotions are intuitive. Right? We think that we are feeling it here. We're feeling the fear here. We're feeling the love expand in our chest. We're feeling a lot of it. The truth is, all these sensations are just sensations that rise and fall in the body. They rise in different places. If we didn't give them a name, if we did not call it anything, if we did not attach any particular significance to it, what would happen? A feeling would arise in your stomach, like a clenching, and it would go. I notice this now when I'm doing extended fasts, right? The feeling of that hunger, of something clenching, wanting to eat, comes when I fast. It also comes when I eat. It's the same feeling that comes. These sensations that we have, they come throughout the day. And the extent to which you believe you are the emotion that's rising in you, or that you are the thought that's rising in you, that decides what your mood is going to be for the day, or that decides how your body is going to react for the day. Over a period of time, many incidents have taken place in our lives. Many incidents. Not only in this lifetime, we are an accumulation of these samskaras, these sensations, these impressions that have tormented us over many years. Something somebody said as a child to you. Something your father did. It can be something good, it can be something bad. All these things are stored, which is why just the smell of a flower or the sight of something triggers a reaction inside you. It triggers something within you. Now, you can either observe that sensation taking place as a sensation that's taking place in the body, and then you use the breath to calm yourself down. If it is a difficult sensation. If it is a happy sensation, that you can observe how your body is expanding, your breath your exhalation is becoming even more pronounced. Your inhalations, your breathing is easy. When you can observe these emotions rising and falling in you, you do not become the emotion. You cannot say that I have this set of thoughts that are in my head, which is right here on the right side, 3 inches from the top. Where are these thoughts? Where is your head? Where is the head? Where is the mind? Why is the mind in the head? What if the mind is in the heart itself? Or in your left foot? How does that change everything? To what extent do you believe this is true? This is real. This is going on. This is it. The more you believe, I'm crazy busy, the more you tell yourself these things. I'm not able to sleep. My life is full of tension. Everybody is sick. Nobody is getting well. The more you believe these thoughts, the more the emotions come up. But I'm telling you to get to that namaha, that feeling that I, the divine, whether it's in your heart, whether it's somewhere out in the universe, I don't know where the namaha is, I don't know where the manaha is. Perhaps it is all one. Maybe there isn't anything like two. Maybe that all of it is just one. The mind, the heart, the goodness, the bad, the attractiveness, the ugliness of it all, the evil, the good, the black and white. Maybe all of it is just one. There is no movement, nowhere to go, nothing to do. No effort to be taken. Nothing, it is right here, now. That dropping into I am. I am. That mantra is here for you right this minute, in the middle of your anxiety, in the middle of your joy, in the middle of your terror, at the moment of birth as you're going to die. It's there always to you. It is something, a precious gift that you have, that you're not recalling every minute. Recall that sensation. Don't become the fear. Don't become the thoughts. This is all a big lie, a big deception, trying to make you crazy. It's all over in a flash. Whether you worked, whether you didn't work, whether you met a deadline, didn't meet a deadline, whatever you do, whether you have a family, don't have a family, it's okay. It's all okay. Whatever you identify with and say, this is true. It's already happening. It's happening to me. I'm feeling depressed and it's already happening. Alright, then you've already decided what the future looks like. You've already decided what's going to happen in your life. You are neither the depression nor the relationship. You are none of these things. All you have to do is to keep coming back to that I am. Aham satyam jagat mithyam. Everything is false. Every single thing that you're thinking is false. Every single thing that you're feeling is false. If you think that I'm depressed, how long does that depression last? What happens when you sleep? Does the depression continue in deep sleep? No, it goes into nothing. It only makes its appearance as soon as you open your eyes. And not even that, it's when that first thought hits, that's when all these scary thoughts, oh, this one is not talking to me, that one was rude to me, I did not make money, I don't know if I'm going to get food today. Correct. All of it is stories being spun. Every emotion has been given a name by your mind. You have called it something, and then you have claimed ownership. I feel less of a person. I feel diminished in the presence of somebody else. I want to impress this person. I want that person's respect. I want this one's love. I'm so lonely. I just want to know that somebody cares for me. Every story that you hold to be true becomes true. What you're seeing, what your reality is not mine. Is not mine. The boogeyman is scarier than the reality. I'm going to get COVID, you're going to get COVID, you're going to get COVID. Okay, now you have COVID. Now what? It's okay. You're here. You run away so much from the idea of things. When it actually appears in you, when a situation actually appears, your body is so amazing, it knows how to act. It knows exactly how to act. If you don't interfere with your mind, your body can take care of everything. A fire comes, you will run. A flood comes, you will swim. You are on a highway and somebody is coming towards you, you react at that point. But to live your life, oh my God, driving on the highway, who's going to hit me? Who's going to hit me? When am I going to be hit? I'm going to die on the highway. I don't want to go on this highway. I know a lot of people that won't drive on major highways for this reason. They are so frightened. Of what? Of what? Ultimately, what is going to happen to us? We're all going to die. But the question is, how have you lived? How have you lived? Have you lived your life just floating on the surface, knowing every moment that I am? I am. I know. I know what is happening, but I am not that. How many times in a day have you said that to yourself? Because I know for a fact in my journey, there were certain incidents that took me months to get out of. Certain traumatic incidents or certain relationships or certain fights that you have or certain misunderstandings. Months it would keep me awake. It would be repeated in my head like a record. My body would react tremendously, with the high blood pressure and all that, how everything starts, and then you're given medicines and this, that and the other. But nowadays I have noticed that I can observe it happening. I can observe it happening and I can use that breath to bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Because you know what? Beneath all these thoughts, there is this subconscious that has got hidden trauma. This is what Eckhart calls the pain body. And when certain things happen in your life, like a wave, it engulfs you. Like a wave, it comes, it takes over your whole life, and you feel like you have lost control. We all have certain things that cause it. Each one of us has a different pain body. Different things give us this tremendous feeling of anxiety. But with the awareness, you catch it. You see it starting inside of you. You can't really control it starting because it is an accumulation of your conditioning. But you can certainly breathe your way through it. You take deep breaths, you let it go. It doesn't matter. I am that. I am the pain. I am the suffering. I am all of it. You don't want to run away from any of it. But you just feel that divinity in every moment. You want to call it God, you want to call it Jesus, you want to call it Krishna, you want to call it whoever you want to call it. Call it who you will. But feel it as an integral part of who you are, and not as something outside of you that's going to save you from the world. Nothing outside can save you. Nothing. The power is in you. You can decide whether you're going to attach yourself to the mind, to a thought, you're going to attach yourself to fear and emotion, or you're going to observe it rising and falling in you. What do you want to do? Replace one thought with another, right? But to say that I will not be frightened does not work, because that's just another thought, right? The more you resist an emotion, the more you resist a thought, the more it keeps coming back up. We've seen that. The very common thing is if you tell somebody to meditate and not talk about the monkey in the room. There's a monkey in the room, but I don't want you to think of it during meditation. Guess what? You'll see orangutans and baboons everywhere. Because that's the nature of the mind. The mind is always playing tricks on you, and whatever you say, I don't want this, is the same as saying, I really want this. It keeps happening. Don't say, I don't want to die in bed, or I don't want to. That's exactly what's going to happen. This is a warning to you. But when you just move from that Manah to Namaha and say, I am that divine energy that observes everything, suddenly there is a dropping of, for that second, for those few seconds, a dropping of the mind, a dropping of the bodily sensation. And then you're just left with this deep breath that is coming in and out and in. And for those few seconds, you're floating. This is how you deal with anything in your life. Don't feel too happy, don't feel too sad. Always be the divine. Always be the divine. And don't keep falling to your knees and ask the divine to come to you. It is you. You are the divine. There is no other. There is no other. There is no pain except of your creation. There is no hurt except of your creation. Every emotion you feel, you named it. You said, I am the fear. You said, I am this anger. You said, I am this resentment. I am this disappointment. You said that. Be aware. Be aware. And every opportunity, Manah-Namaha, it's like when I tell you to sit comfortably with your back straight, you can just go into it. Just go into it. It's like a dropping of a coin. Isn't that true? Try playing my videos, the meditation videos. I encourage you to do it. You just hear those two lines, sit comfortably with your back straight, and suddenly you've gone into this other space. Isn't it? Divine is there in you. You are the God you seek. You are the happiness you seek. You are everything. Om Namah Shivaya. And just like that, sit comfortably with your back straight.